Hey all, welcome back to Awful Stories. I'm Matt, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe for daily videos. The first story we're going to cover is titled Caused a Car Accident. Wish it had killed me. This was posted to the True Off My Chest subreddit by a user named 𝓢.𝓒𝓘𝓓𝓔. I was driving to work and made a left turn on a yellow light from my turn lane. I thought there was a reasonable gap between cars. There wasn't. I was going 15 to 20 miles per hour. Oncoming traffic was going 45 to 55. My cell phone was not in use. The radio was off. I was well rested. No substance abuse. It wasn't raining. It was a clear day. The car I pulled out in front of was an SUV. I drove a very light car. Their car stayed put. Mine bounced a ways. My passenger door stopped when it hit the passenger seat. They all got out of their car. I couldn't get out of mine. The people in their car seemed unharmed, but who am I to say? I was taken to the hospital and got a delayed bad concussion. This was my first accident in over 19 years. My first at-fault accident in over 25. My only other ticket, going 5 miles over the speed limit over 15 years ago. I'm not suicidal, but wish they had killed me. The guilt for what the driver and passengers suffered, the anxiety of waiting for the ticket, the insurance premiums, the totaled car that I had for over 200,000 miles over almost 20 years with minimal issues, and that I loved, my injuries. It's devastating. This probably doesn't seem like the world's biggest problem. My insurance will cover the driver and passengers. The payout for the totaled car will be about as much as the ticket. My medical is going to be okay. I asked for anti-anxiety drugs, but it's not going to happen until the concussion stabilizes. My life is fairly boring, but hopefully a kind one. My work and free time are mostly spent serving others. Maybe it's a stigma I have. People tell me that accidents happen, but it's not sticking with me, and I keep waiting for the next bad thing. Will I have to go to court? Will they sue? Do I get to have a license? Will they be okay? I don't deserve to be upset about this. I caused this. I don't deserve a different car or peace of mind. I deserve to feel bad. Update. Thank you for your mostly kind words. Yesterday was rough, and your comments pulled me through a lot. They were unexpected. I was just trying to get the bad thoughts out. Your comments also made it easier for me to deal with the one DM I received. You're such a loser. I can't even post this in the comments because I'll get banned. This is a regular occurrence for the majority of people getting into an accident. Reddit makes you losers come to the surface and normalize pathetic behaviors. Bunch of autistic fucks. Get therapy. That's the answer to everything. Have you tried being normal and responding to anxiety causing incidents like an adult? Instead, the lingering idea exists. I want to kill myself. Well, the world would be better off without you. Everyone experiences anxiety. The normal people use that feeling to persevere, to tackle their troubles. You are privileged to think your life is over and feeling anxiety over the outcome. Are people in poverty experiencing the same level of distress? Oh, boo hoo. I got in an accident. Woe is me. You're pathetic. Thank goodness I didn't see that until today. I have been in touch with my health providers for medical and neurological care, but it's a waiting game. There was a CT scan the same day as the accident. Came out normal. I have trouble with balance, light sensitivity, weird sounds, plates and silverware clinking together for one, and talking. My talking is really messed up, like I'm drunk, and my ears won't stop ringing loudly. Next medical appointment is next week. My doctor and the insurance company know that I wanted to die. My partner knows as well and is keeping an eye on me. My friends who have seen my car can't believe I'm doing this well. To everyone who had similar experiences, I'm so sorry. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Thank you all. You don't know how much your support meant yesterday. Trauma is weird. It comes in waves, and sometimes I almost feel normal. Then I'll nap with my partner. They'll spasm in their sleep, and I'll wake up sobbing because I think I'm about to have another car wreck. Brains are great and awful. Gonna lay low for a bit. Thanks again, and fuck that one guy. Wakiki said, concussions can cause massive mood swings and depression. Feeling like dying after what was a minor car accident for them isn't normal. Talk to your doctor. To this comment, EW It's Me said, literally, I slipped in the parking lot at work and hit my head on the concrete. My concussion had me thinking my boss was gonna fire me for negligence. My boyfriend was gonna leave me because I was too stupid to protect my head when falling, and that my dog hated me. It got really bad. But once it subsided, I realized I was just experiencing a concussion symptom, and my doctor helped me navigate the appropriate channels for that. I hope OP can get through this. Everyone is human. We have all misjudged some distances or speeds. Mistakes happen. I hope their noggin will heal quickly and they can start working on healing their soul. The second story for today is titled, I accidentally saw a message between my sister and her friend saying she wishes my suicide attempts would have worked. This was made in the True Off My Chest subreddit by a user named Old Fisherman. I didn't have a laptop for a while and needed to do college homework about a week ago, so I did it on my sister's laptop. I opened it, and it was on a WhatsApp conversation with her friend. I saw my name, so I read it all. I know I shouldn't have, but still. She was saying how much she relates to Zoe Murphy from Dear Evan Hansen. If you don't know Dear Evan Hansen, it's a book/musical where a guy dies by suicide and his sister doesn't care because he's a jerk. She said in the text that I'm basically like Connor, the guy who killed himself. She used to love me when we were younger, before I became a bad person who's an alcoholic and mentally ill, stays in bed all day, and always wants to die. And how she was sad when we were younger when I was in the hospital after a suicide attempt. But now she wishes I did die because I've ruined our family. I've always worried my family wants me dead, but now it's confirmed and I'm just depressed. I want to die so badly. Hitting Kobold said, "Okay, that sucks, and I'm sure it hurt tremendously to read, but I think it requires some reframing. I'm sure you vented about people you care about, right? I want you to think about some of the worst, least charitable things you've ever said about them. Maybe in a moment of rage or resentment or just at the end of your rope. Maybe you meant what you said in the moment, but did you mean it just as much the next day? What about if someone asked you a week later, or a month, or a year, or 5 years? Would you stand by what you said just as strongly? Maybe in some cases you would, but I'm going to guess that in a lot of cases, maybe all, you wouldn't. Why? Probably in part because we don't always mean what we say in anger all the way, and partly because circumstances and people and relationships grow and change and mature over time. What your sister said might have been true for her in that moment, or it might have been part of her truth. There's nothing at all to say. It will always be her truth, unless you take away any possibility of growth and maturation and change by freezing her memory of you forever in this moment. If you stick around, if you put in the work, if you keep growing, you and she will have time to evolve out of this place. She will have the opportunity to come to see you differently. You'll have the opportunity to heal. Don't take that away from either of you based on a snapshot of her thoughts in one moment in time. Neither of you deserve that. Knife Wife said, "It sounds like your sister wants you healthy, not dead." Looking at everything she said, it has been very difficult for her to watch you struggle. She still loves you, even if she said something hateful about you to a friend. Most likely, she felt overwhelmed and vented in what she considered a safe space. Living with a mentally ill loved one is very emotionally draining, and sometimes we say things we don't really mean. This third and final story is titled, "I think I'm about to lose the best relationship I've ever had because of a situation I never asked for." This was also posted in the True Off My Chest subreddit by a throwaway account. I have been with my girlfriend for over a year now. We moved in together about 6 months ago. Things have been really good, and it was really looking like this would be the girl I would marry someday. Her brother just had his 2 kids taken by CPS. It wasn't out of nowhere. 2 separate reports were made, one from a neighbor, one from the ex of his girlfriend. There's a court hearing tomorrow, and somehow my girlfriend is the only person in the family stepping up to offer to take custody so they don't end up in foster care. It's complicated. One of the kids is autistic, 2 years old, completely nonverbal, and has serious meltdowns like banging his head on the floor. They both need a ton of care. Nothing is in place yet. No therapy, no structure, no support. I've already been helping. The kids are here right now, in our home, and I've been the one watching them while she works. I work for myself and sometimes from home, so I've been stepping in because I care about her. But I also told her if she goes through with full custody, I can't keep doing this. I can't stay. I didn't sign up for this life, especially not like this. Sudden, unplanned, no safety net. She makes $16 an hour. Our rent is $1,500 before utilities. She's got 3 pets. I've got one. There are offers from relatives to help with money or daycare, but I've been around long enough to know that help disappears the moment things get hard. And they will get hard. She's holding out hope that her brother will step back in and take them again at some point. But I've watched his patterns. He's not reliable. If she takes the kids, she'll be doing it alone. And if I'm still here, I'll get pulled into that, whether I want to or not. We had the talk. I told her I love her. I told her I'm helping right now, and that I'll continue helping until the court date. But if she takes them permanently, I have to leave. That was a brutal thing to say, and she shut down after that. I tried to hold her hand, and she went completely still, like emotionally checked out. I think she resents me now. The worst part is this was a good relationship. Genuinely. I wasn't looking for a way out. I'm not trying to abandon her, but I also can't let myself get locked into a life that I know I don't want. These kids need more than love. They need time, money, energy, structure, and we don't have it. Now it feels like she's made up her mind to go through with it. Even if it ends us, I still love her. But if she chooses this, I think she's choosing something that makes it impossible for me to stay. All of this is happening in the short span of 4 to 5 days. It hurts deeply, and my heart bleeds for us, but also for the kids. Part of me wants to stick it out for a while to see if it's something I'd want to do, but I know there's the possibility of lifelong custody and care. It's clear that OP cares deeply for the girlfriend and these kids, and has already stepped up to provide hands on support. But the limits of their capacity are equally understandable. This sudden, overwhelming responsibility, paired with financial pressure like the rent and low hourly wages. The conversation OP had about needing to leave if full custody happens was brutal. The girlfriend's emotional shutdown and looming resentment are signs of just how heavy and isolating this decision feels for both of them. It's completely normal that OP aches for the kids, and I think the wisest move is giving themselves time to truly assess the situation. I'm an advocate for recognizing that sometimes circumstances push people onto different paths, and that is okay. Cece commented, she needs to talk to the family case manager from CPS about becoming a certified foster parent so that she can get paid per diem for taking care of these children. If she is just kinship placement, she probably won't qualify for some of those funds. But if she becomes a foster parent, she would qualify. I admire her for stepping up for the children because the children have done nothing wrong. She's trying to give them some continuity and placement with family. I also admire you for being honest about your feelings. Neither of you planned for this. Whatever you both decide, I wish you the best. No Shame said. Sounds harsh, but she's trying to save her family, and you're trying to save yourself. Both are valid, but you just aren't aligned anymore, and that mismatch kills even the best relationships.